semen is tight.
You dick.
Or I pack up my toys and go home.
Dicks?
You are such a dick.
You're a dick.
Brenda?
Dick. You're a dick.
You're a dick.
Leave him alone, Ram.
You sure look like a dick
Okay.
to me.
You like to suck big dicks. Ow! Ah! Ow! Ah! Ow! Oh! Oh! I like to suck big dicks. Oh!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nothing Live. I'm Jay Tyler.
I'm your Miss Parker. Did you call me a dickhead?
No, I was just talking to myself.
Yeah, it's because you got a little dick on your head. Little mushroom growing out of your
I
head.
do not.
It's cute.
It's not.
Yeah.
Nothing I have is cute.
Nothing you have is cute.
No. All right. Well, we're done with this. Hey everybody, this is Dick of the Week.
Yep. And as you probably well know, the Dick of the Week is purely ceremonial at this point. We're not nominating anybody for Dick of the Year anymore because we have our finalists, which we will cover at the end. But we are going to talk about just because, you know, there are dicks coming out of the woodwork all the time. They have no regard for the fact that it's
They
almost
don't
the
care
end of
about
the
our
year.
timing again.
Yeah, they're not interested in our in following our schedule. So we have to follow theirs. We're just a slave to dicks.
I don't know what state this is, but it's a Trump-loving sheriff files criminal complaint against woman for mean tweets about anti-maskers. This is your report. Oh, it's in Michigan. Wow.
A Michigan sheriff who campaigned for former President Donald Trump has filed criminal charges against a woman for writing nasty tweets about anti-maskers who were talking during a public meeting.
Okay.
In crybaby news.
I know, that's what I was trying to think. But nope, there it is. Yep.
That is the anti-maskers and this sheriff who's filing the criminal complaints.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, dude.
So he's like, the sheriff is pissed off because.
Okay, so let's look at the tweets and see if they're worthy of criminal charges.
Okay, let's see. Where are they?
Scroll up. Scroll up.
Oh,
Scroll up.
Okay.
Scroll up. Deadline Detroit reports that Livingston County Sheriff Mike Murphy is seeking criminal charges against Howell, Michigan resident Casey Helton, for writing tweets that made anti-mask activists feel legitimately threatened, harassed, and intimidated.
So she called him stupid.
Helton's tweets were made during a local Board of Education meeting in which several women who identified themselves as nurses criticized school mask policies.
Oh God.
Nurse,
Don't do
that's
that.
just sad. Okay, so this is an example of why he's filing criminal complaints.
He called one nurse.
Nurse E. coli.
That's awesome.
That's threatening, right?
Yeah.
Which she then accompanied with a poop emoji.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm scared.
She was okay with nurse E. coli, but then a poop emoji. That just put it right over the top.
She also tagged the
You might wanna
nurse's
think about getting
purported.
her for Dick of the Week.
Yeah. She also tagged the nurse's purported employer and asked them if the nurse was really on their staff. Okay, that's probably what they thought was threatening.
Is nurse E. coli there?
Nurse E. coli
I bet that's what they actually.
masturbates
Okay.
is on the line. She also described another anti-mask nurse as a dangerous RN sponsored by a Schoolcraft college. A pathetic purveyor of health misinformation. I'm sorry, I'm not hearing the threats.
I don't either. I'm still waiting for my shock face to appear. Oh, here it comes.
Sheriff Murphy defended pressing charges over the tweets despite the fact that they merely contained personal insults rather than physical threats of violence. See that? That's how you unmask a bully. When they start getting upset over being called names and say that they're being attacked personally
Don't
and
get
feel
on Twitter.
threatened.
Get off
Yeah,
Twitter.
don't read it.
Get off
Just
Get off Twitter.
Just ignore it the way you ignore all your other problems.
If it were just posts disagreeing with something that was said at a public meeting, we would not have done any investigation, he said. This for us is a test to see where that line is. If they say it rises to the level of criminality, we become uncivilized when it comes to social media, and people take pot shots at people all day long. Okay, there's freedom of speech, but there's also a line need to be drawn in the sand.
Okay, where do we draw the line in the sand?
And who decides where that line is?
Because I've been
Talking
called
about fucking Jim
I've
Jordan?
been called I've been called a fat ugly bitch who can't get a man because I'm a Democrat. I've been called that by Trump turds.
Everybody knows that wearing masks makes you fat.
This was before the masks. This was right after Trump was elected.
Well, look what happened to him. He had to wear a mask and he got all fat.
Who, Trump?
Yeah, he wasn't fat before he got elected president.
Okay. Okay.
That doctor said he was a specimen.
Yeah, that gastroenterologist who studied his colon.
Fun.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? Doctor. It just they called him like the candy man because he would just pass out drugs on Air Force One.
Yeah.
Rodney.
You're talking about the guy with the long gray hair?
No. I'm talking about
the White House doctor.
Ronnie, whatever.
Oh yeah, I can't remember his name.
They call him Dr. Feelgood or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I love that. All right.
So yeah, I've been called a fat ugly bitch who can't get a man. I've been called fat ugly butch.
Yeah,
see
nothing
you
of
in
it
hell.
Isn't true.
Oh, see you in hell. That's what they said. See you in hell, butchie.
Well, they know you're going to hell. So.
They know I'm going to hell, but is that any better than what?
No.
Than saying Nurse E.
Anything
coli?
that anybody says to you is probably right on point.
It's not a question of right on point, but if I feel threatened by it, and what if the guy who calls me an ugly Democrat is looks like the inside of a dog's asshole?
I don't know. What does the inside of a dog's asshole look like? Well, you went down a rabbit hole.
Well,
and some other holes.
When a dog's anus is prolapsed, you do learn. So, okay, maybe I should say he looked like a dog's prolapsed anus.
This is a kid's show. And this isn't art time. This isn't chocolate art.
I'm not talking about chocolate art. I'm talking about feeling threatened on social media. And after they call me those names,
all I can think of is that squash.
Then I say something like "Yo, mama" or something like that, and then they report me. And next thing I know, I'm in the hole for 7 days. That's how it works. I get thrown in jail for 7 days.
Are we sure this isn't the COVID corner?
You know, it all bleeds together now.
It's a dick wearing panties.
You want to lead into this?
United Airlines bounces a passenger who wore underwear on his face in COVID protests.
Ladies' underwear, a pair of ladies' thong panties.
Dick covered by panties.
Which is actually funny because there is a
The hard
photo.
part was explaining to people that he's single.
Oh yeah, who would have thought? So,
well, I mean, where did
you
get the
posed?
Panties if he's single? He had the panties.
Well, he's a Florida man. He probably got naked. He probably got naked and busted into a woman's house and stole her underwear. That's
what a douche.
He is a Florida man. But you posed with a mask on your junk, and he puts.
But I wouldn't go to the airport like that.
That's not the point. The point is you wore a mask on your junk, like a thong, and he's wearing a thong like a mask
on his junk.
On his junk, which is he's dick face.
So they kicked him off and banned him from United Airlines, which is awesome. So Spirit Airlines for you, buddy. They probably won't mind a little panty masking. Make their day. Everybody will be laughing at you.
Yeah, United Airlines tries to maintain that it's a classy joint.
Of course, he was Cape Coral, Fort Lauderdale, all red flags. Anybody from Florida?
Yeah, why don't you play the audio?
Oh, okay.
So they can hear. He's actually pretty funny.
NBC2.
NBC2.
I don't wear the mask in the airport at all. At all.
Panties on
TSA makes you do it to get through TSA, but the second I get my bin and I put my belt back on, it's off.
Instead of a mask, this Cape Coral man wears a bright red thong on airplanes. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush. Adam Jennings dozens times throughout the pandemic.
There it is.
At this time, it didn't fly.
The jokes write themselves. So we can't show you.
2 times throughout the pandemic, but this time it didn't fly with a crew in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
NBC2
that plane
Sarah
wouldn't
Metz
fly
is
with
talking
him
to
on
the
it.
man who says he is making history. Instead of a mask, this Cape Coral man wears a bright red thong on airplanes. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush. And
There it is.
Oh, no. Keep playing it.
No, I'm just saying that makes the whole thing.
Right.
Jenny says he's done this almost 2 times
Bush.
throughout the pandemic, but this time it didn't fly with a crew in Fort Lauderdale. NBC2 Sarah Metz is talking to the man who says he is making history.
Watch this.
A Cape Coral man was spotted on a United Airlines flight masking up, but not with one of these. He actually was wearing underwear on his face.
This is Adam Jenny.
To which I replied, it's a mask, doing its job.
Wearing his statement
No, it's
piece, a bright red thong.
I think the best way to illustrate absurdity
Like it keeps my
is with
girlfriend's odor
absurdity.
Jenny says
It ought to
he's
be good
worn
enough.
underwear as a mask since the beginning of the pandemic.
Every single flight has been met with different reactions from the flight crew.
And this time, they weren't having it.
I am banned from flying United, so much for the customer is always right.
He got kicked off the
Dude,
flight,
that's-
but what happened after is
crazy is
what
he didn't
really
have any-
surprised him.
People started following
No, you got to
Just
play this
filing off
because
the
he
plane.
makes a statement here.
maybe a
that's-
dozen, something like that.
It happened
That
after
crowns him
this guy
dickish.
questioned why Jenny got removed. Then he says others followed his lead.
It's nonsense. It's all nonsense. COVID doesn't know that we're at cruising altitude. It's stupid. The whole thing is theater.
Even as COVID cases start to climb again and hospitals fill up across the country, Jenny is comparing himself to civil rights icons.
Everything else that has sparked change in this country has started from everyday people. Rosa Parks was nobody famous.
And there you go.
And
There's
see.
your dick multiplier
There's
right
dick
there.
multiplier. Yep.
When you start comparing mask protests to Rosa Parks, you get a dick multiplier.
Oh, dude. Yep. There it is. What does it sound like?
That's when the multipliers are adding up.
Their high-tech sound studio.
You couldn't see it, obviously, but when he wears the thong over his face, it just sort of hangs from his nose. So there's really not much of a barrier.
Yeah. I think you should wear, I mean, if you're going to wear a thong, you got to wear it the right way. You got to wear it with like the full bane, like over the bane over the top and then around the ears.
But it probably wouldn't cover
It
your
would cover triangle.
delta of Venus.
It'll cover a badge. Cover your face.
So that's our honorable mention dicks for the day.
Yeah.
I want to remind you of our finalists and remind you to send in
See
your
if you
votes.
can remember them.
Okay, let's see it from memory. Matt Gaetz, Ted Cruz, Greg Abbott, Marjorie Taylor Greene, and Tucker Carlson.
She cheated. You guys saw
No,
her eyes.
no, I got it. Okay, now you do it.
Matt Gaetz, Greg Abbott, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Nope, can't do it. Ted Cruz and Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, there you go.
And I didn't even have to look.
I didn't either, you dick.
You're it.
Jay Tyler, number 6.
Well, you're dead now, so shut up.
All right, you guys, we'll be back with the COVID corner. That's always fun and uplifting.
Yes.
An uplifting COVID corner. Now, this douchebag is he is a douchebag. But I covering the thong is Peter Bush.
Yes.
Covering your thong stories. Peter Bush. That's going to be an airdrop. I'm going to get that.
Pandemic, but this time it didn't fly with a crew in Fort Lauderdale. NBC2 Sarah Metz is talking to the man who says he is making history.
A Cape Coral man was spotted on a United Airlines flight
In and I put my belt back on at all.
Yeah, home
I don't wear the mask in the airport at all. At all. TSA makes you do it to get through TSA, but the second I get my bin and I put my belt back on, it's off.
Instead of a mask, this Cape Coral man wears a bright red thong on airplanes. Thank you for watching
There are so
NBC2.
many
I'm Peter
airdrops.
Bush. Adam Jenny says he's done this.
Never going to get old. Mark that right there. Peter Bush. La Bush.
Adam Jenny says he's done NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
The magic happening right in front of you guys.
So we will see you in the third segment, the COVID corner. Always very uplifting. Be prepared to get Omicron.
Yeah. Dick of the Week is brought to you by dailyapparelstore.com.
Grayson Babcock
Makes all of our swag and cool t-shirts.
Yep.
If you guys want some, hit us up at nothingyetgroup@gmail.com. While you're at it, don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, tell your friends.
Or dislike, as the case may be.
We got 2 shows left. This one and we got 1 show left.
Maybe on Monday. Yeah.
Well, Monday we have to do something on Monday.
Yeah, Monday will probably be the last show of the year.
We'll see.
Unless we do a Skype show.
Well, we'll check in.
Yes.
From the road.
Yes, definitely.
Send videos of me crashing down the mountain.
Definitely to be blowing shit up.
Oh yeah, that's right. I definitely will have to send you that video.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll be back in a minute. This is Nothing Yet Live.